Polyphemus chimps, baby. Today we're going to be using Avatar of Wrath and Superstorm because together they make an amazing combo. Avatar of Wrath is great at killing things and Superstorm is amazing at stalling things, and so together we just destroy chimps. So let's jump into it. Start with a Dart Monkey in that corner. Just shove it in as deep as possible. Don't take that out of context. And then a sub in that bottom left corner. At the end of round 7, get a second sub in the top left corner. So right about there, the placements really aren't too precise. This guide is really chill because this map isn't really that difficult. So yeah, just be chill. During round 10, turn off auto start because we can afford to open at the end of the round and we want to place him properly. We get Oben below those two trees right there that are close to each other. So right below those two, you can leave him on first. And now you can turn auto start back on because like I said, this is really an easy map. And a super easy strat as well, so we're going to have auto start on for pretty much the entire run. Other than when we need to make some placements, but yeah, for now it's super chill. So at the start of round 13, get a Druid right next to Oben to the right of him, and close to the track obviously as high as possible. And then just start upgrading that Druid to a 130 Druid of the Jungle, so get the Druid of the Jungle first, and then Hard Thorns after. Remember, don't use code ONWE in the BTD6 shop, use code Oreo instead, because his crush doesn't want to go to prom with him, and he needs to drown his sorrows in Oreos. Get Druid of the Jungle at the end of round 19, and then get Hard Thorns at the end of 20, and then set your Druid to first, because on this map, obviously first make sure that it hits balloons on either track, which is perfect. And for 24, get ready to use your brambles on the camo. You might want to take it slow and do it as soon as possible because sometimes Oben puts it really far to the right as you saw and it gets closer. Sometimes you put the brambles to the left. But yeah, you should be fine if you just take it slow and use the brambles ASAP for all the camo rounds early on. Actually it's just 2 rounds, it's just 24 and 33. Because after that we get camo detection, so it's not really a problem. For 33, just use brambles immediately at the start of the round. Again, try and do this as soon as possible just to stop any RNG. It shouldn't happen because you should have plenty of time, but if you do it too late and Oben puts the brambles to the right, it may let one camo go past, so just do it ASAP and you have no problems. At the end of 35, get your first village, and the markers you want to look at is the bottom left part of the range should touch the top right part of the eye. The top part of the range should just touch the track, and both Oben and the Druid should be in range. Give the discount upgrades, and then get your second village directly horizontal to the left of the first one. And just make sure that it's not too low so that when you give it the bigger radius upgrade, it will have Oben in its range on that second village. And then just give your first village the camo upgrade, so 022 on that right village. And what that should do is give both Oben and your Druid the camo vision, which is what we need for 36. At the end of the round, get a Druid, place it as close to the track and to the left of Oben as possible. So right there is perfect. And then start upgrading it to a 202. This guy's going to become our late game Superstorm and just murk round 98 and 99. Get Druid of the Storm mid 38. And it's okay if your Druid of the Jungle doesn't have jungle drums, so it's not in range of that left village, that's totally fine. Get jungle drums on that left village at the end of 39. Then get another druid to the left of your top path druid. Right there is good, and upgrade it to a 0-1-1. And then on 40 just use brambles. And that should happen every time. Your Druid of the Storm will just blow back the Cerams, and your Druid of the Jungle will just catch one of the Cerams. At this point you can turn auto start back on, and we're just going to start placing our druids for our Poplast army. So place one as far left as possible while still in range of both villages, and make sure it's to the left of that druid that's to the left of the top path druid. So yeah, just look at the screen and you'll get it. Third Poplast goes to the left, also in double discount range. Fourth one will go somewhere below the first Poplast druid. For me it's a bit more to the right, but that's okay. Upgrade all these druids to 0-1-1 just so we know that they're going to be bottom path druids. You want to get 6 in total, and what should happen is your final one should be about there, so below Oban. Mine's a bit more to the right than I would have liked, but that's okay because at level 11, Oban's going to level up and give all magic monkeys extra range. And that means that our main Avatar Wrath will have 5 stacks when we need it to, so no problem. Once you have your 6 druids down, just start upgrading them all to 0-1-4s. You'll have 4 Poplasts before the end of 49, so before the Moab on 50. Just continue upgrading to your 6 Poplasts in total. And like I said before, it's okay if the one on the right doesn't have the ones on the left in its range right now. It will once Oban hits level 11, so don't worry about it. Get your final Poplast mid 53. And then during 54 you get Wall of Trees. Reset the targeting to between your first Poplast Druid and your top path Druid, and then just use it when you can off cooldown. It's not necessary really, but it's just there for insurance, so make sure you use it. Then get Ball Lightning mid 55 on your top path Druid, and this is our entire setup. Ball Lightning is actually really good now. It guarantees a freeze on balloons now. Instead of a 25% chance, it's a 100% chance, so yeah, it's not bad. Especially when you give it a Poplast army, so the setup is complete. All you need to do from now on is just make sure that you have your Wall of Trees up, and make sure you leave your cursor on the Wall of Trees so that when it explodes you get all the bananas, because that is really, really important. It's not like we're tight on money, but if you don't collect your bananas from the Wall of Trees, you just get Superstorm later, and that doesn't really do much, but yeah, who doesn't want to get Superstorm earlier, right? So yeah, just collect all your money and make sure your Wall of Trees is always up. If it explodes, just use the ability. And I recommend using it before 63. Not necessary, but just recommended. During 79 you should be very close to Avatar. The one that you should turn into an Avatar is the second from the left. That one should have the most pops as well. Make that your Avatar mid 79, and as you can well imagine, it is Jova. Superstorm's not even needed, to be completely honest, but we just get it because it's a cool tower. And for 78, I recommend you use your Wall of Trees before the round starts, but yeah, it's not really needed either. I'm sure most of you guys are pretty experienced with chimps at this point, so you know the difficult rounds. Make sure you just use the Wall of Trees before the harder rounds. In the mid game, obviously once you get Avatar, that doesn't really matter because it's just going to destroy everything, so yeah, reset your Wall of Trees after 80 and then you can just chill. All you have to do right now is just make sure you buy a MIB. Obviously that's really important. So buy your mid 81 and then you can just forget about it. It's super AFK again for quite a long time. All I recommend is for round 90 and 93, just use your Wall of Trees. Not necessary, but definitely you should do it. '95, Oben hits level 20, which is perfect. Use his upgraded level 20 Wall of Trees during 95, and then you can use Brambles as well. Make sure you set your Avatar to strong, that's really important. I did that a bit late, and as you can see it's still okay, but just make sure you do it earlier, and that'll just be better. Also make sure to collect your bananas from your Wall of Trees on 95, and then set your Avatar back to first for 96. We don't need Wall of Trees at all for 96, so don't worry about that at all. At some point before 97, just set your Wall of Trees location as far to the right as possible. It is definitely necessary, so don't forget to do this. You will lose otherwise. This top ZOMG gets completely rolled. After which, use your Wall of Trees, because it really is necessary for this bottom path ZOMG. As you see, Wall of Trees just clutches up and sucks in all the F Moabs no problem. On 98, all you need to do is just buy Superstorm as soon as you can afford it. Make sure you collect your bananas from your Wall of Trees, and then just set your Stupid Storm to strong. That's mainly for the DDTs on 99, even though Wall of Trees just completely rolls that round, but anyhow. There goes Wall of Trees just sucking in all the DDTs. You don't have to use it for 99 because obviously we have Stupid Storm. And then for round 100, this isn't necessary but recommended. Just get a 240 SPAC in discount range. One discount is fine. Then just use Spike Storm off cooldown. Not necessary at all, but yeah, just for some RNG prevention, even though I've never lost around 100 with this setup. And yeah, super easy strat, really fun. Like just a goated combo, really enjoyable. Oben is kinda good, maybe. And yeah, Stupid Storm is just awesome.